Welcome to the LottoHead community.
LottoHead, LottoHead.
Welcome to the LottoHead community. What blessings happen for you and me? Let's get it. Welcome to the LottoHead community.
LottoHead.
Yo, my apologies because my microphone has been bugging. I'm actually using my camera to speak now. So, how's everybody doing? What's up with my dreadheads? And if you subscribe, my Lotto Heads, you know what I mean? I'm here bringing you another tip, pick 4 tip, in which I've created myself, you know what I mean? But it wasn't by myself, you know what I mean? So, first, we're going to start off with the 317 method. It's like the 1, 2, 3 method with pick 3. If you play the pick 3, or maybe pick 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like you add on 1, 2, 3, like as you go on. Like, okay, let's move it on. I'm using the 317 method, but I'm adding a number in which, let's just close this layer right quick. 317 right here, as you can see. Excuse me. I'm using the 317 method, but I added a 5. And the reason why I added a 5 is because I'm dealing with pick 4, right? Okay, I'm dealing with pick 4. And the reason why that 5 is there, let me explain it. Like 317, that's already in the books. You can look that up. The 317 method is legit. Like, it doesn't really work here in Virginia, like for pick 3, like whatever. All right, let's move on. All right, 3, and then it goes to 1. Then it goes to 7. So I'm like, okay, so 3 goes to 1. That got to be minus 2, right? So that's how I got that 5. I did 3 to 1. It got to be minus 2. So 7 minus 2 got to be what? 5. So that's how I got 5. All right. Moving back forward. Excuse me. All right. Right here, you guys can see. Do I want to do that? Let's do that. And as you can see, I'm not in Paint. I'm actually in my GIMP program right now. GIMP is a program that I'm very familiar with. This video is probably going to be longer than my last lottery video, but I mean, it's all good, you know what I mean? We're all here to learn and try to experience something. So let's just go ahead and get this out the way. Let's see, is that going to highlight? Yeah, that is going to highlight, but it's not going to highlight it the way I want to highlight it. Let's go to like 40, 46. All right. All right. September the 25th, 2014, nighttime. Our number was 1147. That's not working out too well the way I wanted it to. But 1147, right? So that was our night number, 1147. So with 1147, what I did was, what came out the next day, the next drawing was 0355. And this is what I mean by backtracking. Like, anybody that has watched my first lottery video, I tell you to back test it, you know what I mean? Backtrack it, you know what I mean? I know it's going to be a lot of smart asses, guys that, or females that don't want to contribute anything to helping or aiding, you know what I mean, someone, but they always got something smart and negative to say. But point being, I tell you to back test it. And this right here, I'm not even going to give you a percentage, you know what I mean? Because like, I just done it. I just started doing it, you know what I mean? I'm continuously doing it. It's like 10:30 p.m. now, so our drawing is coming up, and I will know, you know what I mean? But let's move forward. I'm already talking too much. All right, 1147. That's what we're going to be using. 1147 and 0355 came out the next drawing, the 26th. You can see that right there. Hopefully you guys can see that, and there won't be an issue. So let's go ahead and mark this. Let's go ahead and, all right. So we're going from here, 1147, right? And 0355 came out. Okay, let's move forward. Now, of course, I just took a picture of this, you know what I mean? Because I wanted to decrease the time of this video, but more than likely it's going to be long anyway. Okay, 1147. That's what came out, right? So the numbers in which I explained about earlier, 3175, those are going to be your main numbers. Those are the numbers in which you're adding from. You understand me? So in your first column, you're just going to go down from, you're going to write 3175, right? Then you're going to write your last hit, which was 1147. So we're going to go 3 plus 1 equals 4. 4 plus 3, that equals 7. 7 plus 3, that equals 10. All my lotto heads, you know you don't write the two digits, like you just write the last digits, the ones place. Okay, moving on. 3 and 10, well, let's just say 3 and 0. Let's just start over. But alright, I don't want to confuse you. 3 and 10, 13. There's 3. Okay? But basically you starting over. You get the gist. 3, 6, 9. Each time you're adding 3. 12, 15, 18. 8 plus 3 is 21. Excuse me, I didn't mean to pause right there, but like I'm trying to explain this the best way I can, just in case you're not familiar with the ones place lottery. Like you're not. I mean, I think there's a couple of methods out there in which you do use both places, but you're only using the ones place, not the tens. So again, you just add. So the next one is 1. You're adding 1 to the hit, and so forth. And at the end, as you can see, you're going to end up with that same number that you started out with, 1147. So 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 plus 1 is 5, and so forth, all the way down. So you get that 1, that number that you know you're coming back to. All right, now you're moving on to 7. 7 and 4 is 11. 1 and 7 is 8. 8 and 7 is 15, 5. 5 and 7 is 12, 2. 2 and 7 is 9, and so forth. You're just adding on numbers. And here, if you know anything about vice versa numbers or mirror numbers, I peeped this when I did it. I said, okay, that's pretty neat. You know what I mean? So 5 and 7 equals 2, right? 2 and 5 equals 7, right? 7 and 5 equals 2, right? They're just mirroring. That's why that last column of numbers that I have, they look so bold, you know what I mean? Because it's like basically 7. The mirror of 7 is 2. The mirror of 2 is 7. And you just go on. Like once you find out what that mirror is, you just keep going 7, 2, 7, 2, 7, 2, 7, 2 until you get to that last number. Boom, bam. Okay, now I back tested this. You know what I mean? So 1147 came out. Let's pull up the picture again. It came out September the 25th, nighttime, the night drawing, the last drawing for that day in Virginia. I'm in Virginia, so of course everybody's in other states. I mean, a couple of people commented and said it's really working for them, the pick 3 method. I mean, it hasn't been really working here in Virginia, so I'm glad it is helping you guys in other states. And this is my reasoning of uploading these videos, you know what I mean? And because maybe this right here, maybe this may be hitting like 6 days out of the week. You know what I mean? This method right here. You know what I mean? That's a good piece of change if you're doing it correctly. So let's just move forward. All right. I'm hyped. You know what I mean? Because I love numbers. All right. Let's move on. September the 25th, evening hit was 1147. Right? That's what we was just using. Now I seen that the 0355 fell the next day, the next drawing. Right? All right. So now what we're gonna do is, we're going to do this. We're going to look at it, and you can see the 035. I got to highlight it. But what I did was, I always looked at the last number. You get what I'm saying? The last number in the previous hit was 1147. The last number was 7. So I go to the first column, and I find 7. The first 7. The first 7. You with me? Still with me? Okay. The first 7, and look what's beneath it. You got a 0. You got 3. You got 5. And you got 5. Notice that pattern in which is highlighted the way I got it. It came 0355. In this scenario, it's not always going to happen, but this actually came the way it hit. Like it actually came 0355. This is Virginia right here. That's why I'm asking you to back test it before you leave your negativity comments. And if you don't have anything productive to say, like if you haven't watched the video and actually listened to it, like don't comment. Like, don't bring your negativity my way. You know what I mean? I'm a big man on meditation and positive energy and everything. So please don't bring your negativity to me, because like I'm far from dumb. You know what I mean? So if I have to check you, I will check you. You know what I mean? So either or. Let's get back on topic. My apologies, people. Like, it's just a lot of stuff been going on. All right, 0355. That was the hit, right? All right, let's go back to the scratchy. Well, the scratch out, whatever. I just call it several things. The 0355, right? Now, we can go back And we can even look at the next drawing, which was, mind you, I did play these drawings, but like pick 4, I've really been trying to find a way to hit them, you know what I mean, consistently. And I haven't really been hitting them, so I don't really put too much emphasis on pick 4 until I know I have a strategy that's going to hit, you know what I mean, 9 times out of 10. Not even 9 times out of 10, 5 times out of 10, 50%, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I say this is my personal method, you know what I mean? You don't have to use it. You don't even have to try it and back test it, run an experiment. You don't have to do any of that. This is just me putting this out there for anyone who wishes to try it. And hell, like I said, you may win, what is that, 12 drawings? You may win 12 drawings, you know what I mean? Here, and if you get an exact hit, it's like $5,000 for $1. You know what I mean? So that's some good money, you know what I mean? But moving on. All right, the next hit was 9754, right? 9754. Now remember what I told you. Now this is still going from 1147, in which I should have took a picture of the other one, because I did do a scratch off of the 0355, and then 9754 was there. But if we still going from the previous night drawing, 1147, remember 7's the last number right there. 7's the last number. We're going to see that 7's right there. And we're going to see the pattern, which is 4, 5, I didn't mean to dot that, 7, 9. That's the number that came out right after 0355. It came 9754. You think I'm lying to you? It came 9754. You see what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you something about that right there. This right here, like I tried it like the next day. Well, I tried it the next day and that evening, and like I don't like that right there. But I mean, like I said, it's a pattern. So all you're doing is looking for the pattern. Maybe it might work for that day. Maybe it might work for the next 2 days. I mean, just look at your setup. All right. So you see those hit there, right? All right. So what I did, excuse me. So what I did, I took this 9754, right? 9754. That's the hit. I'm feeling confident now. I'm like, okay. 9754. All right, so now we're going to move on to the next sheet. 9754 right here. I did the same thing. You see what I'm saying? The same thing as far as adding numbers on. But now our last number is 4. I got to highlight this layer. Last number is 4. As you can see, 4. So we're going to go to the first column and we're going to find out 4. The first 4, which is here, 4. And according to, we're going to click back over, according to our method here, our pattern here, once we found that first 7, we went down 1, and there's your first number. So that's what I did here. This is what I did here. I had to get the layer straight. This is what I did here. The first number down is the number that we want. And then let's just go back. Hopefully I'm not confusing you guys, but just recognize the pattern. It went down 1 from the last number, in which we found in the first column, which was 7 in this case. In this case, it is 4. Just so I'm not losing you guys. The last number on the previous hit, okay? First column, 4. There's the 4. Now here, it went down 1 to the 0. Then it went down 1 more to the 3. Then it went to its right, and then it went to the upper right. As you can see that yellow highlighted, because I have it highlighted, and you can see it 0355. So using that pattern, because remember, 1147 fell during the evening, and 0355 came during the day. And mind you that this 9754, 1147 is evening, nighttime, and 9754 is nighttime. So why not use the same method? You know what I mean? The same pattern. That's how I think, you know. So let's move on. Let's go here. So we found a 4, which was our last digit, and is in the first column now. So we got 4. We're going to go down 1. That we're going to have a 7. We're going to go down. We're going to have a 0. We're going to have a 4. We're going to have a 7. And I played it just like that. And believe it or not, I wouldn't be bringing you this video if I was giving you some bullshit or some BS. No. So I'm not even going to go any further. You know what I mean? This video, I know it's pretty long. It's probably long as I don't know what. But moral of the story is, I think this method is worth sharing with you guys. So without any further ado, that number right there, 7047. Here it is right here. It's cut off right here. You can see the 27th right there. 4770. And if you're not convinced about that, we're going to show you this right here. There it is, plain as day. During the daytime, it came 47. Oh, I got the wrong thing highlighted. It came 4770. Voila. And of course, I took the picture of my winnings. I was gonna post it on Instagram, but like I'm getting I'm not gonna post everything, you know what I mean? I guess so I'll post some kind of hits on there, but I'm not gonna post all of them. But this one right here I didn't post, you know what I mean? Because I said, okay, I need to try to perfect this method, you know what I mean? So I mean, I've gotten to a point now that I'm feeling comfortable that I can share with you guys, so you guys can try it in your states, whether it's Georgia, South Carolina, New York, New Jersey, wherever, you know what I mean? Pennsylvania, try it. I mean, but in a nutshell, I got it for 50 cents. 50 cents in the order, because like I said, I was back testing it, you know what I mean? 50 cents in the order. So this ended up being a $200 hit. $200 hit. And there it is, 7704. There it is right there. So I mean, my apologies for the long duration of the video, but this method right here, if you have any questions, just comment below. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, man, because I'm getting a lot of good feedback on these lottery videos, and what I know, I feel that it's no problem for me to share it with you guys, you know what I mean? So if you're digging it and you're liking what I'm doing right now, subscribe to me, man. Like, comment. Negative people, leave a dislike and just keep it moving, you know what I mean? We don't need you coming in messing up our good vibe with your negativity, you know what I mean? So I mean, and my dreadheads, if you guys did watch this video, keep it locked, man. And everybody, I mean everybody, be blessed. And remember, this lottery is a game of chance, man. Don't lose more money than you win. You understand? All right, man, everybody be blessed.